Tavares, Nancy, Hawkins, and Gianna, with your books and your journals, and a pencil. Hawkins, if you can come on over. Okay, this station is going to help you with your comprehension of the story. So you're going to be working on finding the answers to questions. So I called you over because last test you struggled a little to find the answers. So today we're working on that. So if you can open your page up to 282. We're going to try to figure out why the author wrote this story. So we're going to read the bottom paragraph on 282 together. So find it. I expect everyone to be reading aloud. We're going to figure out why the author wrote this paragraph, or this whole story. So you may begin. On this trip, we're starting at the bottom paragraph. On 282. Find it? On this trip, Bill and a research team board a helicopter at McMurdo Station.
The main center for scientists is Antarctica. The helicopter will drop them off
50 miles away near the edge of the frozen McMurdo Sound.
Bill called Dayton from
The Scripps Institution of Oceanography and 2 other dive partners are planning to study and photograph the animals that live on the bottom of the Southern Ocean, the Bethnic life. So with your partner, I want you to talk about what this paragraph is telling about the story. What is Bill in Antarctica for? Talk with your partner now. It says Bill and who? A research team board a helicopter at McMurdo Station. And it's a research team. What are they in Antarctica for? Talk with your partner.
to take pictures of animals.
How life goes.
What do you think it's about?
Like some scientists don't really know, so they decide to like go.
Bill and a
How life
research team. So what are they in Antarctica doing?
So they're like penguins.
Probably researching. So they're in Antarctica to research about Antarctica, penguins, animals, all that good stuff. So what type of genre is this story? Let's look on page 280. What type of genre is this story?
Expository nonfiction.
Okay, talk with your partner. I want hallway partners going first. What is something you know about expository nonfiction? And window partners, you'll go second. You may begin.
It's facts about a topic.
Okay? Now, you go.
It tells photographs and captions about the story.
Okay, so this story is expository nonfiction, and it's written for a certain purpose. Would it be to entertain,
No.
to inform, or to persuade? Talk with your partner and tell why.
Persuade.
Persuade.
Why do you think it's persuade?
No. I think it's to inform.
Is it telling you, yes, you need to go to Antarctica, you need to go research? No, it's telling you
It tells about
information.
about information how life is under ice and see how the cold it is.
It's telling you information about, to inform you about Antarctica. So with this sentence, window partners, you will be going first. The author wrote this text to, and I want you to tell what you think, to inform, and then tell how you know. And then hallway partners, you're going next. Window partners, you may start.
The author wrote this text because it's
to inform the kids
to learn
about
tell
Antarctica.
how life is.
To learn about
under ice,
Antarctica.
to see how
Hallway partner, you're
we
next.
The author wrote this text
The author wrote this text to
about the animals.
give facts about a topic and to inform you about Antarctica. And it gives photographs and captions that support the text. Amen.
Excellent. On your page, I want you to start your sentence with this. Take a sticky note and write what you know about why the author wrote this story. The author wrote this text too. You are doing an excellent job. Keep up the good work. Stay focused. You're doing a great job.
Where we put it?
You put it just on this page. That'll work. 281. So as you're taking the test, I want you to look for an answer that is similar to this one. You know how we found it, and when you're taking that test, you're going to look and use that as a reference. Okay, let's look at page 284. Remember that always sentences end in a period, exclamation mark, question mark, but in this case a period. Okay, 284, we are going to read the first paragraph on 284 together. And that's going to start right where it says they are making this dive. Please look at where they are making this dive. Put your finger on it and begin. They are making this dive in October, which is early spring in Antarctica.
The water is still as
As a tropical sea, but by let's start again. The water is as still. The water is still as clear as a tropical sea. But by New Year's, when the sun is overhead 24 hours a day, billions of tiny floating plants called phytoplankton will be in full bloom. They form a thick sea soup, and Bill would barely be able to see his hand in front of his face. Stop right there. I want you to talk with your partner. What are the characteristics or the things about the ocean that you know occur in October? Talk with your partner now.
In the early spring,
October, yeah.
in the early spring, back in the
What do you see here about October? What is the water is still,
Still clear in the early
it's still really clear, right? Did you find out that it's still really very clear?
Yeah.
Did you find that out? In January, what happens? I want you to talk about in January. What's happening in January? Refer back to your text. Talk with your partners.
About how if the water is clear.
What did you find? In January,
New Year's happens.
by New Year's,
when the sun is over.
let's read it together. When the sun is overhead 24 hours a day, billions of tiny floating plants called phytoplankton will be in full bloom. They form a thick sea soup. So, can you see clearly through that water?
No.
Hawkins, can you see clearly through that water? What do you see instead? A bunch of phytoplankton. So, how does the ocean differ from October to January? I want you to talk with your partner. Hallway partners go first, then window partners. The ocean differs in January because
The ocean is different in the January because
you can't see.
refer to your text. By New Year's, what happens?
But by New Year's, when the sun is overhead 24 hours a day,
In
billions
October
of
it's
tiny
spring and you can't
floating
see
plants
the
called
clear water,
phytoplankton will be
and
full
New
in
Year's.
bloom.
Okay, so the ocean is different in January because
The ocean is different in January because
you see what?
phytoplankton.
Yes, and your turn.
The ocean
Can
is
start
very
writing this in your
different
journal.
Because as it gets
Hawkins,
as
you're
New Year's
listening.
pass through, as 24 hours a day, the sun comes up overhead at 24 hours a day, and
Okay.
billions of tiny floating plants that you can't see underwater
Phytoplankton.
are called phytoplankton.
Excellent. Start writing that in your journal. Write it as a sentence. The ocean is different in January because Excellent. So while you're taking this test, again, you can refer to this exact paragraph to find your answer and this sticky note. Okay, you can put it on 284, it's right on that page. Let's flip back to 283. I want you to look on page 283 in the second column. Put your finger on the second column of page 283. Second column of page 283. Let's finish that up so you can move along with us. Page 283, second column. I want you to find the part, put your finger on the part where Bill is compared to Alice in Wonderland. Bill's dive is compared to Alice in Wonderland. Put your finger on it. You're doing a great job. Please stay on task. Abraham's group, good work. Okay, let's read that together. That is the second paragraph. I'm going to stop you here and you'll just put your sticky note. You can finish it after, okay? Nice job. All right, we're going to start right here. As Bill, we'll start again. We need everyone together. As Bill drives down through the crack in the ice, he feels a little like Alice in Wonderland falling down the rabbit's hole. So stop there. What happens when Alice in Wonderland falls down her hole, or Alice falls down into Wonderland? What does she see? She sees things that aren't really normal or real in real life. Do you think that Bill is seeing things that he can't believe are real and that are different for him? He's seen a lot of things. What does he see down there? Talk with your partners. Window partners, you'll go first. Hallway partners, and back and forth. What is something he sees? He may begin.
He sees some ice falling.
Weird, funny stuff because he sees like
one thing.
He sees some ice.
He sees.
What did we just read about? Those little.
He sees a phytoplankton.
Okay, next one. Excellent. Another one.
The author compares Bill to Alice in Wonderland.
What are those animals he sees?
He sees
Seals. He sees. Remember those things at the bottom of the ocean?
Oh, that.
He sees anemones. He sees starfish. So I want you right now to finish this sentence with your partner, hallway partners first. The author, you're doing this aloud. The author, listen. The author compares Bill to Alice in Wonderland because, and hey, no, you can sit right there, yeah. So let's, you'll be reading this. The author compares Bill to Alice in Wonderland because. Hallway partners, you're going first and you're saying this aloud. Hawkins, you're saying this aloud. Hallway partners, say this aloud first. And window partners, you're listening.
The author compares Bill to Alice in Wonderland because he falls down and he sees weird stuff like vital plankton and the well-built seal.
Excellent.
The author compares Bill to Alice in Wonderland because he sees some
Bill to Alice in Wonderland because Bill sees weird things that he never seen before. Like these
excellent. I want you to answer this on your sticky note very quickly, please. Have about 7 more minutes at your station. Okay, let's stay focused. Okay, Alfred, I need you to stay focused. And yeah, keep looking and using your book to help you. Thank you, Julio and Harmony, for staying focused.
Do we put it on page 282?
Yep, 283 actually. We'll be referring to page 282 right now. I want you, when you're finished, to find the second paragraph on page 282. Put your finger on it.
Right here.
Excellent. Okay, Okay, we're going to stick this here, and you can finish it right after. You're going to be looking right here. Okay, let's read this together. This first sentence only. On the surface, Antarctica is a frozen desert. Is Antarctica really a frozen desert?
No.
No way.
Yeah.
No way. It's not a desert. What is a desert like? Nancy, what is a desert? Hot. Cactus. Sandy. Tumbleweeds. Sunny, right? Yeah, there's different types of animals. It's not really a desert. What is this an example of? Antarctica is a frozen desert.
It's a
Metaphor.
It is a metaphor. Why is it not a simile? Talk with your partners about why it is not a simile.
says it is something.
Okay, we talked about a desert being hot, dry, sandy. Do you know what barren means? If something's barren, it's flat. It doesn't have a lot of stuff. It doesn't have a lot of trees. It has some cactus here and there. It has some rocks, all that stuff, but it doesn't have a lot of other stuff. Do you think that Antarctica is barren? Does it have a lot of stuff on the surface? Do you think Antarctica is barren? Show me with your thumbs, yes or no. Show me with your thumbs. So Gianna thinks yes, we think no. So let me tell you a little about Antarctica. It doesn't have a lot of trees, it has flat ice. Do you think that would look, if you're looking out into Antarctica, would that look pretty barren? It'd be flat and not have a lot of stuff, a lot of trees. So show me with your thumb, do you think Antarctica is barren? Yes, it is barren. Tell your partner why. Window partners, you may start. Antarctica is barren because?
Antarctica is barren because it really doesn't have anything on it. It's just flat ice. It's like it's a glacier. It really doesn't have anything.
Another descriptor, nice job. Another descriptor for Antarctica is vast. Who knows the meaning of vast? Vast, V-A-S-T. If an area is vast, it goes on and on and on. You can't seem to see the end of it. If you were in the middle of the ocean, it's very vast. You can't see the end of it. It goes on and on and on. Do you think, show me with your thumbs, do you think Antarctica is vast? It goes on and on and on, and you can't seem to see the end. So, hallway partners, tell your partner why Antarctica is vast. Antarctica is vast because?
Antarctica is vast because
Because it goes.
Because it goes
And you can't seem to
get out.
see the end of it, right? Okay, on your sticky note, I want you to write this sentence starter. Antarctica is like a desert because, and try to use those good vocabulary words, barren and vast, in your sentence.
Is like a desert.
Thank you, Angel, for saying focused. Thank you, Desi, for saying focused. And Kim, thank you for saying focused. And did you try to use those good vocabulary words? It is vast. And how do you know it is vast? It's like a desert because it's vast, but how do you know it's vast? It goes
On and on.
on and on and on. Okay, this next activity, you are going to place as many words as you can on sticky notes. Now, on your sticky note, I want one word per sticky note. So we are going to think of words that describe Antarctica. When something describes Antarctica, what is Antarctica? What type of speech? It's a person, place, or thing, which is a noun. A place is a noun. So if something's describing a noun, what do we call that word? When something modifies or changes a noun or describes a noun, what do we call that word?
Adjective.
We call it an adjective. We call it an adjective. Please try to think about what I'm asking before you guess, okay? It is an adjective. So on your sticky note, I want you to write as many adjectives as you can to describe Antarctica. As many as you can. I'll give you one, icy. And you'll write one per sticky note. One word per sticky note. You don't have to erase, just start one per sticky note.
Icy. Can you write it big?
Good. Vast. Hawkins wrote vast. That is awesome. Yeah, write it big. Icy. Good. Windy. So ice-y you'd have to put. Because ice doesn't describe something, but icy does describe something. Icy. I-C-Y. You're going to keep these close to you. You have about 10 more seconds to write as many as you can. Good. Okay, write your final one on your sticky note. Starting with Gianna, we are going to go one by one, and we'll start back over with Gianna, one by one by one. And we are going to list our adjectives. So when I point to you, it's your turn.
Cold. Drinkable.
What is it? So Antarctica, the water is mostly frozen. It's mostly frozen, so would you be able to drink it?
No.
Probably not. No, you wouldn't. And also, the seawater, we don't drink salt water. So drinkable, is that an adjective to describe Antarctica? No, it's not. But thank you.
Icy.
Icy. Quickly, quickly, please. Icy.
Windy.
Windy.
Vast.
Vast.
Windy.
Windy.
Cold.
Cold.
Icy.
Icy.
Abundant.
Abundant. There's an abundant amount of things in Antarctica. Okay. Can repeat a word if you need to.
Abundant.
Okay, go place these on our adjective grammar board. And you may switch your tents and move to your new station. Be careful of the cameras placed around that you do not bump into them. Okay, my group, come back. You will use these sticky notes to help you in your test. You may go join your new station. You did a great job. Thank you. Hawkins, Tavares, you may use these sticky notes to help you with your test. You may go join your new station, okay? Thank you. Good work. Can you use what? Animals that are not in the story for your Antarctic facts? Antarctica facts? You may, as long as you know that they are in Antarctica. Okay, as long as you know that from previous knowledge. Okay, I need Angel, Desi, Beatrice, and I need Andrew, come on over. Okay, have a seat. You do not need your things, so you can put them underneath your chair. Angel, I'm waiting for you. If you can sit right here. And if you girls can move kind of over this way. Okay, we are going to do an activity where we are going to pass papers and read them. These papers all have something in common. They are all forms of figurative language. With your partner, I want you to talk about forms of figurative language now.
Personification and what's the other one?
What did you name so far?
Onomatopoeia, personification, and simile and a metaphor.
Metaphor. What do you know about a simile, Desi? What do you know about a metaphor? Great. Like it says in the story, Antarctica is a desert. Is Antarctica really a desert? No. So it says something is something, but what is it really trying to do? It's trying to compare it. Okay, so we are going to look at mostly similes, but some metaphors. You're going to get a sentence, and Andrew, I'm going to place the pile of sentences near you. You're going to read it. When I point, you're going to pass it. Desi, you're leaving yours here. Andrew, you're grabbing from here, okay? So as soon as I point, you read it out loud. I need to hear you, then pass it. You may begin.
The animals and the plants are shaded by the ice and cover their home like a glass roof.
Pass.
The animals and Antarctica, you can find sea spiders as large as a diamond plate, and jellyfish are as large as an umbrella.
Pass. And go.
Strong currents cause like sea spiders as large as dinner plates and jellyfish as large as umbrellas.
Go.
The ocean floor is a volcanic stirring up a coral reef in the tropics.
Go.
The ocean floor is a form of thick sea stirring on a coral reef in the tropics.
Go. Alfred, 2 people per station, please. Abraham, can you go tell them 2 people per station? Please. About Alfred's first.
Antarctica is a frozen desert.
Good job. I know some of them are long.
If the Antarctic glaciers were broken up, they were big enough to supply every person in ice cube.
Keep going. Keep going. Abraham, can you please tell them up front? 2 people at that station. Continue.
The open water.
Okay, we'll do that after, okay? It's not 11 yet.
It was like taking a deep of 120.
He uses what? Like, and then what does it compare? What's one thing, Andrew? And the other thing, Angel? Who's falling down? Bill and Alice, when they both fall down into either the sea or Wonderland. Good. And continue.
The animals and plants are sheltered on where surface Antarctica is where these.
Okay, you got these? All right. What I want you guys to do now is you're going to look at these sheets that I have, and these sheets will tell you exactly what's being compared. Read the sentence together, and then I want you to see whether you were able to compare those or find the comparisons, okay? You're reading together, and I want you to see whether you were able to find the comparisons. Read it out loud, please.
If the Antarctic glaciers were broken up, they would supply every person.
Did you get these correct? What do you think? Yes or no, and why?
On the surface, Antarctica is a frozen desert. The animals and plants are sheltered by the ice that covers their home like a glass roof.
Oh wait, stop right there. Did you get this correct? Did you get those highlighted areas correct when you were reading through them? Yes? So, Desi, did you understand that the ice that covered their home was like a glass roof? Is that the comparison that you found? No, which comparison did you find? The comparison, similes, they always compare 2 things, right? Here, they're comparing the ice that's on the top of the ocean in Antarctica to a glass roof. So if you looked up and you saw a glass roof, it would be like the ice. How would it be like the ice?
Because it's like see-through, but it's frozen.
Yes, it's see-through, but it's frozen, and it keeps things in, kind of, right? Like the animals can't get out, like the fish can't get out unless there's a hole. Can you get out of the roof, the ceiling? No, it keeps things in. And also nothing can get in, like we can't get rain in here, and without holes, the ice can't let anything in either. Okay, continue.
The team followed a slope down to the depth of 120 ice. He feels a little like Alice in Wonderland, falling down the rabbit hole.
Okay.
We didn't do this.
Okay, so you didn't do that one. Talk about who is being compared here. There's another page.
The Southern Ocean is like a giant food factory. It has like, and it's comparing the giant food factory in Southern Ocean.
And then Andrew, why would it be comparing the Southern Ocean to a giant food factory? What type of food? Does it have like hamburgers like you would get at the grocery store? No, what type of food does it have?
It's just like
Well, it has. What type of, it wouldn't be food for us. It would be food for whales, other fish, polar bears, seals, what? Fish, that type of thing. Phytoplankton is there. So who is it a giant food factory for?
like the whales and the seals and the shark and stuff.
Would it be a giant food factory for us? No, it could be if you were a hunter of those things or if you caught those fish. But it is a giant food factory for those animals. Continue. Did you get it correct? Ocean floor is like the coral reef in the tropics. Do you know what the tropics, you know what the temperature is like in the tropics? What? It's very hot. It's very hot. Is Antarctica very hot?
No.
No. But in the tropics, the coral reefs are very beautiful. Have you seen coral reefs before? There's a reef that has all these corals on it that are different colors. They're very beautiful. And it's seen that the ocean floor is as colorful as that, even though it's in the cold Antarctica climate in the Southern Ocean. Okay, continue. And stop right there. And then what does it compare?
Jellyfish.
And what, Andrew? Jellyfish and umbrellas. And then what's one other thing it compares, Angel?
Sea spiders and dinner.
To dinner plates. So about how big are those sea spiders? Show me with your hands. About the size of dinner plates. Does that really help you to understand what these things will look like and how big they are? Excellent. So that's what similes and metaphors are helpful with. In your writing at your station number 1, when you're thinking of a favorite place, I want you to try and use a simile or a metaphor in your work. Excellent job. Thank you.
Spiders as large as dinner plates and jellyfish as large as umbrellas.
Excellent. So in your stations today, in station number 1, your goal is to use a simile or metaphor because these really help us to understand what we're reading. I want you to show me sea spiders as large as dinner plates. About how big are sea spiders? Yeah, it really helps you to understand the size of these creatures. So in your writing, I want you to use similes and metaphors to try to do that as well. You may go back to your seat. Thank you, girls. Can I see Freddie, Johan, Nancy? And that is it. Mauricio, you can come too, actually. With your red journal and a pencil. Mauricio, you're not coming. Sorry, you're not coming. Okay, you guys had your spelling list passed out to you on Monday. I want to, before we go and do our spelling test tomorrow, I want to make sure that you are understanding how these words are broken apart so you're spelling them more easily when you do it. Because last week you struggled on that spelling test, so we need to make sure you're doing, you're understanding the words and how to spell them. Please open up to a clean sheet on your paper. I want you to look at the spelling sheet you have in front of you. We are going to read through these words together. I'm going to say the word first, then you will repeat after with me. Understand? Okay. First word is noticeable.
Noticeable.
Second word, passable.
Passable.
Convertible.
Convertible.
Wearable.
Wearable.
Avoidable.
Avoidable.
Capable.
Capable.
Profitable.
Profitable.
Applicable.
Applicable.
Accessible.
Accessible.
Breakable.
Breakable.
Destructible.
Destructible.
Excitable.
Excitable.
Invincible.
Invincible.
Sensible.
Sensible.
Edible.
Edible.
Comprehensible.
Comprehensible.
Credible.
Credible.
Returnable.
Returnable.
Permissible.
Permissible.
Reproducible.
Reproducible.
Okay, and I want you now to go over these again. Say them aloud on your own.
Noticeable.
You need to take your station and go to Mr. Houston's class to finish.
I just got off that window.
Okay, then find a seat, sit down and stay there and get working. This is time for you to learn. It's not time for you to be messing around. Find a chair and sit down. Okay, now you in your journal are going to break these up based on syllables. This word is noticeable. What is this word?
Noticeable.
Notice how I wrote it. Noticeable. And I put slashes where the syllables are. Let's say that word aloud. And let's say it in syllables and clap. You can clap on the table, okay? Noticeable. And so you know where those syllables are. In your journal, you're going to split your page into 3 sections. Please do that now. You can just draw a line across to split it into 3 sections. That's fine. How are you guys doing? You should be, right now, put this away. You should be going through and filling out your Antarctica paper. There's your Antarctica paper. You need that for the station. Okay, pull it out, and I want you to keep taking notes on it. Please. Do that now, please. Where's your paper, Tavares? The graphic organizer. Get it from your desk. Okay, on one section, I want you to put 3, the next one 4, and then 5. Guess what we're looking for? 3 syllables, 4 syllables, and 5 syllables. Notice that these last 2 syllables, a bowl. Notice how I wrote them. That'll be the same for every single word on this list. It'll be a bowl or I bowl. Okay? Please begin writing your words with the syllables in your notes now. You can start with noticeable, and that would go under how many syllables?
4.
How many? 4. That would go under 4 because we sectioned it into 4 different areas. Excellent job. Thank you, Abraham, for staying focused. Thank you, Tavares, for working on that. Excellent. So you're passable. Excellent. Notice how I wrote this. Noticeable. So let's see what you're working on. Show me what you're working on right now. This one. You're working on this. Think of a place. Draw the graphic organizer in your journal right now. Do that now. You're going to be sitting at that back table, facing the wall and working. I need you working the whole time. And class, I appreciate the effort you are putting into your stations. You are doing a great job. Stay focused. I want you to close your eyes and imagine being in that place. What can you smell in that place? Really think about it. Alfred, I want you to be thinking, okay? Not acting.
I'm not.
Okay.
I can't think of
What do we call this?
So this is the degrees to rank words.
Oh.
Yep. Think, and I want you to start writing. Good job working on that. Nice job, Andrew, Mauricio. Good job, Beatrice. Excellent job working on that. Let's do this together. Convertible. Excellent. Let's try this one. Avoidable. Excellent. Can you make your sashes a little bigger? Thank you. Let's try this one. Let's do it together. Passable. What's that second syllable? Passable. So the here should just be an not an essay. Good work. Excellent.
You know what? The with the IES or is this
Donkeys, IES, yes, because it's plural and it has an EY on the end, so yes. Thank you, Hawkins, for staying on task. You're doing a great job. Keep writing, okay? That's your job right now. Thank you for continuing to write and stay focused. You will need your book for this or your note sheet. Your note sheet must be complete before you start your brochure. So let's see your completed note sheet. Yes, the sheet you were just working on. Okay, so this is your note sheet. You may not start on this until you are finished with that. Profitable. Excellent. Abraham, you're going to go work right here, okay? At that desk. Let's try that applicable together. Applicable. Applicable. Yes.
Okay, look in here and ask for a word that you don't know what it means. Okay, you want to look that word up?
You're going through your text to find those, Tavares. This is your first warning. I shouldn't have to come over. I shouldn't have to come over and keep telling you. And you know what? You're going to go to Mr. Houston's room to finish this. Do that now. Do that now. Go to Mr. Houston's room. Excellent job. Excellent job. Keep looking for those clues. Doing excellent work. Very good. Wonderful job. Keep looking up those clues in your story. Excellent. What are you writing about?
Russian posters.
Excellent. So you see what?
People, food stamps.
Excellent start. What else? Good job. When you go right in, what do you see there?
The arcade.
The arcade. That's another good thing to add. And you can describe that arcade. Is it loud? Is it interesting to look at? Are there a lot of bright lights with it? Excellent start. Okay, so you are going to be still working on this and adding more sights and sounds. What is the place that you were thinking of?
Arcade.
An arcade. So you need to write, what do you see with an arcade? What type of games? What type of lights do you see? You need to get started immediately with that. So what are you working on?
Sound now.
What is it? Sounds of what, though? What is your place?
Crazy. No, I can't say it.
What is your place, Alfred? What is your place, Alfred? Your house. Good. All right. So, Alfred's working on his house. So what do you see in your house? Tell me.
Small house room.
Good. You can talk about the color of the walls.
White.
If you have white walls, what are they as white as? Maybe as white as the snow, as white as a cloud. Try to think and write like that with those similes and metaphors. Excellent. Yes?
When you said a place, did you give us one or do we have to pick
You have to pick your own. Think of a place, it says. So keep adding to that, Alfred. Nice job. What is yours? Your house? And what do you hear there? Can you read it to me, please?
My brother's singing rock and roll.
Your brother is singing rock and roll, and what else?
My sister talking to her friends.
To her imaginary friends. Very good. Keep writing, and you can try to include some similes and metaphors in there to compare those two. And what are you working on?
Like puzzle.
And then what do you hear there?
I hear the crunch of dead clams and waves crashing against the shore and my rock skipping against the water.
Excellent. So the crunch of dead clams, you're really remembering what it was like to be there, and that's an excellent skill to use at this station. This will help you write a really descriptive paragraph. Wonderful work. Very good, Mauricio. Very good. So yours should be finished. So we should be finished here before we start. So you have a couple more boxes to fill in with your book open and searching. Very good.
You. So now you gotta look for M-A-N-U.
All right, let's read through those together. Read through the 4-syllable ones that you found. And we'll try to go in order. Hopefully you wrote them in order. It looks like you did. Let's read through them together. Noticeable, convertible, avoidable, profitable, applicable, accessible, destructible, excitable, invincible. Freddie has at the bottom of his. Okay, today you're going to continue to do this and finish this in your journal, and then you will be able to at home study this list and pay attention to those syllables to make sure that while you're spelling it that you get all the sounds in that syllable, okay? Okay, good job. Also notice the endings are different on some of them, so you need to make sure that those endings, you're remembering them when you're spelling them. Continue. I have a little cheat sheet for you to look at here, too, to check your work. So you can do that now. Girls, how are you doing over here? Are you finding words that you're able to compare? What are these words here? And how did you compare them?
Because stressed is like saying like you're just kidding about something, and then mirth is like joking around.
Excellent work. Good job. When you're finished with this, you can go back to your desk. Good work. Okay, let's see your journals. Are you started at this station yet?
Oh, yeah, we just finished.
Okay, let's see your journals. Who is your partner? Justin. Justin, let's see your journal. I want to see what you guys wrote about this.
Thank you.
So tell me, you'll start and then you'll continue with where Chris leaves off. What did you find with your words here?
I found that like organized is like kind of the same thing as prepared.
Okay, and so how did you choose organized over prepared?
Like if you're organized, you like have everything down, like you know it.
Okay, so you know it, you are prepared, and you also have it in different piles maybe, or organized in your writing. Good. And what did you choose next for equipped and hampered? How did you choose equipped over hampered? Beatrice, if you can move right here.
Equipped means like you're ready, but like you don't know all of it, and ready and hampered means that you're distracted.
You're distracted. And what about hindered? What does that mean?
Me and Chris thought it was you're struggling badly.
Yeah.
Someone's hindering you, or something is hindering you, so you're unable to do it. So these are pretty similar too.
Yeah.
So you did an excellent job ranking them. There is no right answer. It's just what you think based on the definitions, and it looks like you wrote that in your journals too. So excellent work. Who are you choosing next for the station?
Jennifer and Freddie.
Okay. Excellent. So it's someone different.
What if we can't find no more?
You still need to look in your text. It has a lot of information about how they stayed warm and safe after their dive. Okay? Okay, now you start your paragraph. You're doing a great job. Excuse me. Yep, at the bottom it says, please write a paragraph about this. You got it right?
Yeah.
See, avoidable, profitable, accessible. Excellent. You may go back to your desk. Please study these tonight for our spelling test tomorrow. You may go back to your desk, and you're going to study these tonight for our spelling test tomorrow. Ooh, oops. I'm going to have them start cleaning up. Do you want to film that as well, or should I?
Yeah, actually I do. You've got awesome classroom management. So.
Oh, thanks. A couple of kids were being a little silly, so.
Really?
All right, I want you right now to have your voices off. I need all eyes on me. I need all eyes on me. I see most eyes on me. Waiting for Abraham. I'm waiting for Delta. You are going to do this silently. What is the key word? Silently. Silently, you are going to take your stations out of formation. I need your papers and I need your tents over here. Be careful. There are cameras placed around the room. Please do not bump into those. They are very expensive. You may also give your red folder to Alfred. He's collecting them to put in your green bin. You may begin. Oh, freeze. Silently is the key word. What is the key word?
Silently.
Begin again.
I ripped it. I accidentally ripped it.
It's okay. Silently is the key word here, Hawkins, okay? Yes. Yes. Keep your brochures in your red folder.
Alfred.
Math sheets are up there. 10, 9, stations are out of formation. No, not yet. No, tomorrow. 8, 7. Thank you, Angel, for getting your station out of formation. 6. Yeah. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I should see books away. I should have all your papers and your tents here. Thank you, Jocelyn, for putting your book in your desk. Thank you, girls, for finishing up on the computers and getting back to your desks. I'll take that right here. Careful with that. Alrighty, I have most everyone in their seats. I need you in your seat. Excellent job at stations today. Tomorrow you will be finishing your writing station if you weren't able to finish. Remember, you're getting those good descriptions, those similes, metaphors, creating a paragraph to describe, and then you are also going to be finishing your brochure. Some of you did not get to your brochure. That is A-okay. You will have time tomorrow to finish it. So, nice work. We will be doing snack right now. If I could have my breakfast passer-outers. Come to the U-shaped table. Raise your hand if you would like a banana. Hey, do you want a banana? What else? You're welcome. All right. Wait one sec, breakfast passer-outers. We'll wait for a silent classroom. You may raise your hand only, have a seat, and raise your hand only if you would like a banana. Okay. So should I give you this, or?
What are you going into next?
We're going into math games. If you would like to see that. You would love to see that? Okay. Sounds good. They like it because...
My next class, or my next schedule right now is 12:30.
Okay.
So there's a strong possibility that I'll leave a camera in here just for a while, just continue on doing what you're doing.
Okay.
But I may be kind of in and out and try to be a ghost.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you. Thank you for quietly eating your banana. You may talk, but make sure you are quiet while you're doing this. They're kind of like mini ones, huh?
Hello?
cell phones, believe it or not. There are bananas. So eat your bananas. We are not playing with our snacks. Eat your banana, otherwise you'll have to save it for later. Chris, can you reset this too when you get a chance? Yes. What? Bathroom? Or what?
A lot of people saying that the whole class knows what I did.
We can talk about this privately later, okay? That wasn't discussed with any of your classmates,
No, but
so I'm not sure.
2 people said that Abraham did it.
Okay, well, we'll discuss it later. Can we discuss it after lunch? Okay. Thank you. The focus, they'll just be working in partners with their math games, and I'll call back people to work with them on some concepts they didn't get on their test. So if you want to, yeah, same type of thing, yeah. If you want to focus on that, or you can focus on them playing too. It's up to you. Okay, sounds good.